Hello everyone, ShaktiShivaTarot here. I am here with the read for Cancer. No timestamp, but this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars sign. And it is for love, relationships, partnership, soulmate, twin flame, divine, other, sacred, union, whatever you want to call it. Whoever it is that you're thinking about at the moment. If you're a Cancer, the other for you, or if you're cross-watching and you're wanting to know about your Cancer. So this is the situation for the two energies that are present in this partnership slash relationship slash whatever. All right, so read's looking really good. I actually just kind of set out the foundation and did the clarifications all prior to videotaping, just so it wouldn't take as long, because I kind of take a little bit of time to receive the messages and whatnot. So let's start off with the situation slash crowning energies. All right. So we start off with the Fool. This is the situation between you and your other. The Fool, new beginnings. So there's new beginnings in store for you both, whether that be together or apart with others. We'll find out along the way, or that's for you to find out along the way also. So maybe that's something that you and your intuition already knows, but I'm here to confirm. I'm just picking up whatever messages I am receiving from the masters, teachers, and loved ones of the zodiac sign of Cancer. So new beginnings, the Fool, very playful energy. In this card, you can see she's walking on top of the world, like looking like she's about to take some new adventures. So new adventures, new ideas, maybe even actually traveling, moving to a new place, moving new jobs, moving into a new relationship, maybe into a new cycle of a relationship. So maybe coming from a place of non-commitment to commitment on whatever level, right? Whether it be like you were single and now you're dating, or you were dating and now you have a boyfriend, or whether you had a boyfriend and now you're engaged, whatever. Or maybe you had a marriage and you're coming out of that marriage, you guys are divorcing or separated or whatever. These kinds of new beginnings and endings. So, that is at the crowning energies of the situation between the two of you, whatever that means for you. So after the Fool card comes the King of Coins. And like this King of Coins could be like an earthly sign, earthly materialistic, tangible things. So an earth sign like a Taurus, a Virgo, or what's my other earth sign? Capricorn. So this could be either maybe your other is either a Capricorn or a Taurus or a Virgo, or maybe they have a sun, moon, rising, Venus, or something like that along the lines, but very physical energy, very materialistic, really good with the coin. I mean, he's the King of Coin, he's mastered the King of Coin. And this could mean an inheritance, or just a growth in creating financial stability, a growth in creating the coin for yourself. So coming from, maybe that's the new beginning, is that now you've stepped in from a place of feeling like you were struggling with the coin and with finances, and now you're feeling like at the top of your game. And this could be for both of you. It could be for the relationship. It could be for the individual, maybe one or the other. That's for you to decipher. And then on top of that, we've got the 10 of Arrows. This is a card of messages. So, excuse me, maybe some new messages are coming in, or some kind of new understanding is coming in for you. And it could even be based on emotions. Like it could be a new emotional understanding. Forgive me. But maybe a new stage of understanding your emotions, maybe coming from a place of being which is this, we'll get to it later, but this is the center energies, what's at the heart of the situation, this Prince of Cups. Maybe this Prince of Cups is finally stepping into a place of understanding his emotions a little bit better, or her emotions, their emotions, whoever this energy is for you. So, well, this is actually this is the situation between the two of you. So maybe it's a mutual thing. Maybe you guys are both kind of having like an emotional struggle, like not really understanding each other. Maybe you guys are both kind of immature in that department. And I don't mean that in a bad way, just, unexperienced, right? And you're coming into a place where you're finally able to speak your emotions, and maybe one or the other or both of you are going to just want to have that conversation and kind of create a new cycle. Like I said, maybe this could be you guys were single, or maybe you were dating somebody and it was super casual. There was no labels. You weren't committed, and maybe it's going to a place of like you guys are now trying to create and manifest these new beginnings. And it could be financially, it could be emotionally, it could be like building a home, building a love relationship. Whatever, just a new cycle. But you're manifesting it. I feel like the both of you are manifesting it. You're using your tools and you're bringing them together and you're creating magic. So you'll see later that the magic card comes. A lot of these cards are doubled, which is interesting. So to me, it's like, really confirming that energy for this spread. So that's the heart of the situation. Magic is happening. Manifestations are happening. Let's dive into the first energy. So partner number 1 or energy number 1 is the Truth card. And here what I am feeling and seeing is this is the Judgment card, the original Judgment card in the tarot, in the original tarot deck, and it's about bringing judgment to a situation. So truth, wisdom, inner knowing, going within to find the truth of a situation, or maybe of how you're feeling about a situation. But it's also about creating choices. There's some changes coming, and like we saw in the crowning energies, there's new beginnings. So with new beginnings come endings. So maybe there's a truth that you need to seek, and maybe it's about letting something or someone or a way of being or a way of thinking, letting that go and creating balance and seeking the truth of that situation. and using that to make a change. You know, it's almost like there's a decision here between taking the higher road or the lower road. You know, like spirit or material, higher or lower impulses. So, you know, coming into a new phase of life, but it came with the 8 of coins in reverse, and the 8 of coins in reverse is like not willing to do the work. And maybe that's just like seeking for the truth, right? You're not willing to do the work, which is seeking for the truth. Or maybe you're just being lazy, and or maybe you were being lazy and you're coming, because I see that there's definitely movement here into fortune. So what I feel like is going on is that maybe you uncovered some kind of truth in a situation, and maybe you realize, oh, I am being lazy. I need to put more action. I need to put more, I need to do more work. I need to get my shit together. And you're doing that. You're building. It's happening. Or if it's not yet, it's going to happen. That's coming for you. So the 8 of Staves is about creating that stability, but also about sudden communications and creating movement, releasing stuck energy. It's like some kind of truth, like I said, some kind of truth came to the surface, and it's made you recognize that maybe that you weren't working hard enough for whatever it is that you wanted, and you've got to step into that sudden movement, making that quick change, releasing whatever it is that needs to be released, coming to that place of truth and recognizing, I need to trust that I need to release this, whatever it is, be it a person, a place, a thing, an idea, a project, a way of being, a way of thinking. And creating that sudden change, that sudden movement. It's going to change the energy, and it's going to shift the energies into positive energy. So moving into a place of fortune. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the card of change, the card of destiny, of fate, of changes. So like you are making a sudden change based off of some kind of truth that has been revealed to you. And with this 10 of arrows, it's like a message that's come in, a message, a communication, some kind of communication that's come in, manifestation maybe even. But the wheel has turned. Could have been maybe you were releasing some kind of karmic situation with a karmic person, a karmic situation, a karmic cycle of learning a lesson, and letting that lesson go. It doesn't necessarily have to be the person. It could just be like you're letting an old way of being go in the relationship, and you're moving forward into a new cycle, into a new way of being with your partner. Not necessarily that's a new partner. It could be a new partner. Could be somebody new coming in completely, right? But it could also just be the energy of newness coming into an already existing committed relationship. But there's definitely fortune. So I forgot to mention, so for those of you who are watching for the first time of this video, this is the first row of the individual energies of each person is what's in the mind of each person for their other. So this energy 1, this is what's going on in the mind of energy number 1 about energy number 2. So whoever's watching, whether you're Taurus or you're the other watching for your Taurus other, whichever side you resonate with as a Taurus, your other is going to be the other energy, if that makes sense. So energy number 1, what's in the head? this new truth that was revealed, recognizing that you need to put more work into whatever it is that you're thinking about, creating that stability in that environment, in that relationship, in that journey, in that job, in that project, whatever it is, and coming into a place of fortune. The wheel of fortune is turning, destiny is happening, fate is creating change, and just go with that flow, trusting and the prosperity of the universe, and knowing that what is coming for you is this new beginning that you yourself and your other has manifested. So beautiful. And then for the other, so energy number 2, person number 2, at the bottom of the deck was prosperity begins. And this is a coins card, you know, so it could be prosperity in coins, in financial department, but it also could be prosperity of all forms. So it could be a prosperity in, or growth in fertility. It could be a growth of a relationship. It could be a growth of self. But the beginning of a new phase that's filled with good fortune. So you've got the good fortune card. The wheel of fortune has turned. Destiny is taking a hold. It's like, honestly, like the universe is working in your favor, and you're gonna reach your goals. Contentment is gonna happen for you in your personal life. So whether that be relationships, careers, or whatever, but because this is a reading of relationships, and because of the next cards that I'm about to show you, I definitely feel it's about making a stable, loving relationship. Because look at this. The 10 of Cups. Cups is all about emotions. 10 is about creating that stable environment for your ocean, or for your emotions to overflow, for your emotions just to joyfully overflow with more fertility, happiness, creating community, satisfying emotional life, like abundance on all levels, deep emotional satisfaction. This is a card of lasting and enduring relationships, creating that solid, stable relationship that you've been trying to build, expanding and creating a family or a group of friends or community. Beautiful card. And it came out with the tradition. This is the Hierophant, I believe. Oh my god, now I gotta look it up, because tradition. Yeah, the Hierophant. So the original Hierophant for the original tarot deck, which is all about structure and rituals and conformity. So like, this is about creating that structure and being successful. Like, you've worked your butt off. You've created that financial, emotional, relationship stability that you've been searching for, and you're ready to take the next step. You're ready to create some kind of structure. Maybe it's just, like I said, going from being single to dating, going from dating to being exclusive, going from being exclusive to being engaged, whatever, right? But there's some kind of leveling up of this relationship that's happening, because you guys are both wanting that security, or at least energy number 2 is wanting this kind of security and this kind of relationship forming, building stability with their other. This is what's in the mind of energy number 2 for energy number 1. And look, the card that it ends up with, the 2 of Cups, the card about love and harmony and partnership. You know, it's literally about bringing the masculine and the feminine energies together. So a card of, maybe this is happening internally for energy number 2, or maybe this is what's in the mind of him or her or they, creating this kind of relationship or harmony or love situation with their other. Beautiful card. But, okay, so, oh my God, that card came out twice. It just hit me. So, let me just go directly to that. I love it. I love it when cards, when readings are like this. Okay. Check this out. What's in the mind of the energy number 2 for energy number 1 is the exact same card that is the foundation for the relationship. Like, yeah, y'all. Sorry, I'm trying to get my... So yeah, same card came out twice for what's in the heart or what's in the mind of the other, and and what's at the heart of this bond, this union. It is a spiritual union based on love and beauty and partnership and harmony. And then on top of that came the Ace of Cups, which is new beginnings in love. This cup is overflowing. Like, look, the cup. The cup is spilleth over on the floor. Like, they're just like flowing and overflowing in these cups and this love and all this. Wow. Oh my God. Like, ay, Dios mío. Wow. Look at this. So, this is beautiful, what's happening here. A new beginning. And like I said, it could be a new person. It could be a new cycle in your relationship. Like, it's just going to the next level. Prince of Arrows is... for the, because this is the bond, this is what's at the heart of this union, and I feel like it's like there's clarity now about the soul bond, about the spiritual union, where maybe it was only felt by one or the other, now it's being felt by both. And so that's what this card's about, is about the clarity coming through of that bond. You know, the ability to move forward because of the clarity after confusion. Yeah, like, it's like becoming clear about my feelings for you, for each other. Because this is the Prince of Cups. You know, it may not be that... it's about love and beauty and an invitation, an offer. An offer of love. And it's coming. This is what's at the heart of the bond. So it's coming. So what's at the heart of energy number 1? Wisdom. The Hermit card. Or wait. No. Wisdom. This is not the Hermit card. This is Número 5. Wow. The Hierophant. So, we've got a choice. right? Twice here. The Hierophant. It was over here in the pile with energy number 2. What's in the mind of, what's going on in his mind or her mind or their mind for the other. And like I said, it's like that need to want to create that family. You see, he's like yearning for that, wanting to create that stability, wanting to create that family, going within to figure out, what do I have to do in order to create this? But so the Hierophant with the moon, this is a tricky one because the moon is, you know, it's watery, it's deceptive, it, you know, can create illusions, fantasies. I feel like in this situation, this person's just feeling like they are enchanted by energy number 2, for better or for worse. They're like, their emotions for this other, for energy number 2, are so intense that it's like almost like they don't even really know what's real anymore, is what I'm feeling. They're a little disillusioned with what's real, and so they're struggling. There's a struggle. There's some anxiety. There's arguments happening because of this illusion. And maybe it could just be energy one's own inner fears creating illusions, not seeing the truth of the situation, right? Like, because this is what's going on in their heart. This is what's going on in their heart. It's like they're trying to go within to find the informations, but I feel like they're being fooled by their mind, right? The mind is getting in the way of the truth, and it's getting in the way of the heart and what the heart is really feeling. Which is this, right? But there is going to be some clarity coming in, right? With the Prince of Arrows, there's clarity coming in for that situation. So I feel like this energy is definitely going to come out of these mental illusions of creating whatever fantasies and whatever stories you're creating about the situation and about your other, which we love to do, right? We love to say, they are probably thinking this and doing and thinking that, and I bet that this, and super over analyzing and trying to control what the other is doing by thinking about, oh, I know what they're doing. No, well, you don't. You're not a mind reader. And that's where we need to tell our external mind, our reptilian brain, hey, all right, I don't know what the situation is, so why don't I ask? Or if I'm not going to ask, then I need to just let it go, right? But I feel like you do, because you come into a place of balance in your heart. This is your heart and how you feel about the other. So I feel like there's some illusions that you're creating in your mind that when you can reflect within and listen to your heart, these illusions you're going to pierce through them. You might, it might create some arguments, it might create some conflict, but you guys are going to come to a place of balance where you're dancing in unison together. That's for sure bound to happen. This light, don't worry, I've got one, like I got a new little setup coming in, so hopefully this whole situation will be taken care of. Anyways. So, energy number 2, the Magician once again. So this is the second time this card came out. It was in the crowning energies for the situation, and it's also in the heart of energy number 2 about the other. So what I think is going on here is this energy number 2 has come to a place of enlightenment, of spiritual enlightenment, of knowing themselves. They really open up their crown chakra to download all this beautiful information about the relationship, about themselves, about their other. I feel like they're really open to maybe the mystics, the occult, the mystical side of life, the magic. And they're coming into this new sense of awareness that they have the tools to manifest this love and this stability that they want in this relationship. So they're learning how to manifest that for them. And I feel like they're in that process of using their magic to wield the outcome that they want from this situation. And in the process, I feel like this person has come into a newfound financial situation. Like I said, an inheritance of some sort may have come in, or maybe just, the abundance is coming in for this person. And so like there's this this giving, this energy of receiving, prosperity and fertility and growth from the universe, like generosity from the universe. The universe is, it's like, I feel like energy number 2 is finally recognizing and tapped into the awareness of the universe has my back, and I need to trust that I'm going to be taken care of and that I am prosperous. And so the Justice card in reverse is like feeling maybe a little bit of an injustice, maybe coming from a place of 4 coins, of feeling like, man, I'm working really hard, like I've been at it, I've been struggling, and I feel like I'm not receiving the amount. Yeah. Okay, so this is what, So this card can also mean like an impasse, a need to take a different direction. So what could be happening here is maybe you're not feeling appreciated in a past job or work or career situation, and you're thinking about walking away from it because you're not feeling like you're being appreciated, or you feel like you're being taken for granted, or you feel like you're just not happy with the amount of payment that you're receiving for the amount of work that you're doing. And so you feel a little bit like there's no justice here. You're feeling a little bit like, when am I going to receive my rewards for all this hard work that I've been putting in? And it could be towards the job. It could be towards this relationship itself. You feel like you're putting a lot into the relationship, manifesting, putting all these wonderful, loving thoughts and ideas and wanting to build and whatever, but you feel like maybe your other isn't there, and maybe that's the situation, because this is what you're feeling in your heart about the other. Like you're feeling like you've been doing all the work, and like and you feel like you feel a little like, what about me? When am I gonna receive my returns? So if you're resonating with this, unconditional love is about loving without the reward of of receiving anything, right? Not even a thank you. An unconditional love is being able to love and give and show love and give love without even expecting a thank you in return. Because then you're really giving from a place of heart. So if this is you and you are feeling like, man, I feel like I'm the only one putting all this effort into this relationship. Just kind of recognize the positives. Recognize the energy and the building that you actually are creating in the relationship, and recognize the growth of this situation of the Nine of Coins, the fertility, the prosperity that's coming in from the universe and creating a sense of accomplishment, maybe now that this has been created, this stable financial, coming from the Four of Coins to the Nine of Coins, maybe now what you're thinking is like, okay, all right, now I feel like we're ready to build. Now I've got the tools. Now I'm ready to build and create and not feel like it's a burden to give, right? Giving from a place of actual freedom, of giving from a place of unconditional love. All right, so we're going to come to the future energies of the two of you. Fertility, the Empress. So this card's about fertility, growth, creation, maybe even the procreation of a child. They could be the creation or of an idea, of a project. It could be abundance in love, abundance in finance, abundance in spirit. It can be an actual pregnancy. It could be children that are involved. Action that's being taken place, maybe even actually symbolizing a marriage or a special relationship. So maybe, like I said, your relationship is going to the next level. Or, yeah, that's kind of what I feel. Is that this situation, this relationship is just going to be leveling up, going to the next level. Whereas you maybe felt like you were stuck at an impasse. You felt like, like this person, energy one over here, wasn't ready to commit, but you were. I feel like this person, energy number one, is finally coming into a place of balance and is ready to commit. Let's check out the rest of the energy. So fertility, growth, expansion. And then we have the Fool again. So we had it in our crowning and now in our grounding energies, okay? So future outcome, the Fool, new beginnings. Like I said, there's going to be this new beginning, this new cycle, this new energy, this new baby, this new relationship, this new fill in the blank. And y'all are going to be happy, so happy, because y'all are creating and manifesting this. So this is like, you guys, I feel like, are being rewarded by the universe. Have been in a place of contemplation and isolation, really thinking and planning and creating. This is also the Virgo card, the Hermit. So like I said, your other could be Virgo, or it could just be the energies that are present. Like I said, the two of you really contemplating and going within in order to find this new cycle of energy, this new cycle of love. So yeah, coming out of a place of sorrow, or maybe, so this can have two meanings, okay? Because it's in the reverse. it can either be that you're feeling the loss. You know, that's what it normally means when it's in the upright. It's like loss, sorrow, a sharp pain in the heart. But in the reverse, it's like there's an overindulgence in those feelings, in those dramas, in that grief. Like almost like you're repeating the heartbreak over and over and over. And so I'm going to pull a clarifier on that one because I feel like we need a little bit more information about that. Clarifier. Ooh. All right. See, I thought that this was going to help, but it didn't. I'm still going at 40 minutes now. Oh my gosh. All right. Quickly. Okay, cool. So 10 of coins, like building solid foundations, monetary, emotional, relationship wise. I mean, yeah, like I just feel like, you know, there's going to be some bumps in the road, but prosperity and culmination is coming for you. And it's like expansion, this is a card of, you know, like you guys have created the financial, the emotional, like all the stabilities, all the building blocks to a relationship have been accomplished, and y'all are ready to move into, I'm going to start with this one, energy number 2, partnership. 3 of Wands. You're ready to move into partnership, energy number 2. You're ready to create these new partnerships, these new alliances. You're ready to make them moves. So I feel like energy number 2, you are in cause for a celebration because you've got some kind of news that you're going to be bringing to energy number 1 with this Ace of Arrows over here, also accompanied by the Princess of Arrows. This is like fast and sudden communication coming in, like I am clear and free and know exactly what I want. And so maybe it's energy number 1 sending the message to energy number 2, and the energy number 2 is like, woohoo, yay, finally she's ready to commit. Finally he's ready to commit. Finally they're ready to commit, or whatever. Finally the manifestation that I have been working so hard towards. I've been working so hard towards this manifestation, and it's finally coming to fruition. It's finally coming through, and I'm finally feeling like I can jump for joy and celebrate. And yeah, like I can just sit back and relax and kind of enjoy the fruits of my labor, enjoy the security and the wealth that comes from this stability, from this new partnership, from this new alliance that has been created. And look at this, the Grace card. This is the Star card, the Aquarius card. So energy number 2 could be an Aquarius, just as well as it could be like, you know, this card could mean that energy number 2 is feeling really hopeful for this situation. Where once they felt like unjustified, right? Like there was no justice in the situation. I feel like they're finally feeling inspired and feeling the love that comes from that, and feeling that their dreams are coming into a reality. Like I said, like their manifestations have come to fruition and they are jumping for joy. And then future outcome for our first energy, person number 1, suffering in silence. 9 of Arrows. You know, I feel like the suffering in silence is because you've come to the realization of the truth that you've uncovered about yourself, about how it's all been in your head and your illusions, that you've created this. And you know, that's a hard process to have to deal with, to recognize that you yourself have been sabotaging your own happiness, right? But you're coming out of that. Like, you're coming out of that into a place of growth, into a place of power, into a place of prosperity. You know, you're creating this harmony. You're creating this fertility. And you have decided to create this sense of warmth and love and fertility and growth within you. And so I feel like maybe you're the one, energy number one, that's going to be actually taking those quick messages towards your other, energy number two, and relaying the truths that you have come to realize. And the messages from the guidance from spirit is rest and rejuvenate. So I definitely feel like both of you need to take some time apart, time alone, to really go within and take that rest. Because in that rest, those answers to your questions and to your prayers are going to come. When we are in a place of rest in our mind, or at least actually when we're in a place of rest in our body, then our mind follows suits. So just resting and reading a book or taking a nap or taking a warm, hot bubble bath, these things are going to really help restore your energy, restore your soul, restore your body. And it's really going to help restore your mind because of all of those other elements working into play for you. So yeah, beautiful deck, beautiful cards. I'm going to go ahead and move quickly into the twin flame separation card. So for those of you who are maybe separated and are watching this and are wondering whether your other wants you back or is thinking about you, whatever, here are the messages from your other. If you are separated and you're wondering what your other is thinking, here they are. So, I still feel connected to you, but I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late for us? I don't think so. I think the answer is going to be no. Hit me up, boo. Being away from you hurts like hell. I didn't realize it would be this difficult. I still see your smiling face in my mind's eye. Beautiful. All right. Now I'm going to pull a spirit card for each energy, just one for each. One for my energy number one and one for my energy number two. What's my energy number two? Spirit animal for Taurus. Oh, wow. I love this little guy. All right. So, energy number one is the otter. And energy number two is the raccoon. Okay. So, otter is water. That kind of rhymed. Unobstructed joy, playfulness, contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck. The otter represents absolute bliss. Absolute bliss. Otter energy is the playfulness of a child available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and reverence for life itself without the presence of doubt. worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. When in balance, full of love, needs nothing. When out of balance, gloomy, sighs, makes silly excuses. To bring into balance, dance, party, or celebration. Dance, dance, baby, dance. To bring into balance, dance. So, energy number one, person number one, dance. If you ever needed an excuse to dance, it's now. Now. I love that. Okay. So, raccoon is earth. Earth. I love raccoons. They're so cute and mysterious and cute in their own little creepy way, right? All right, raccoon. Talented, shadowy, in hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists, to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times, it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. When in balance, generous friend, exceptional artist. When out of balance, competitive, starving artist. To bring into balance, make new work. All right, that was your animal energy cards or spirit cards for the spread. And then we'll do one more Moonology. So I have all the decks listed in the description. This is the Moonology deck, the Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. No, just one. And this is kind of just going to wrap up everything and give you a little bit more advice. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So close. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. What did I say about the Magician card in the energy number 2? Making that decision to walk away from something old and into something new. All right. This card, the end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true. Without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. Attune to the moon. Release control and trust the universe. Isn't that kind of what I've been saying? I don't know. Additional meanings for this card. A professional project may be ending now. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. It's time to stop fearing the worst. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy and will more than likely come up when you're asking a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation. And this applies no matter when you draw this card. Making a plan is a far better use of your time. Stop worrying, Cancer. I know Cancers can be like little worry bees, right? Stop worrying. Anyways, I really hope you resonated with this, Cancer or cross-watcher of Cancer. Please, I know I say a lot of ums. I'm going to try and work on that, but please hit like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know if it resonated with you. I love hearing feedback. I want to know. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you didn't like. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you don't want to hear. All of it matters to me. I am so here for you guys. Please, please come back and see me again and share, subscribe, like, and comment. I love you all so much. Namaste.